Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. France to Australia trip in little bits. Today we're going from Omay to Omai, which is Ruways, to an airport that's labelling itself Abu Dhabi, but there's about 3 of them that label themselves Abu Dhabi. We're just on the edges of, we'll do Abu Dhabi tomorrow. We're going to come along the coast like this and see what we can see. Let's go. Alright, here we are. You'd be forgiven for thinking there's no runway here, but apparently there is. There's a little bit of lighter grass. Not that it matters, everything is pretty flat out here. Let's get going. 168 degrees for a little bit while we get some height. Reminder, it's a very short runway. I think that's the end of it. Let's go. Get our gear up. Wonder what this pyramid is over here. Just a strange bit of terrain data, I think. Get our flaps up. Try and get some speed going so that we can get some climbing going. Yeah, I just think that's a bug in the topographical data. Maybe there is a hill there like that, but it seems a bit weird. Seems a bit weird.
Rover, Zulu Alpha 11 is type Diamond DA 62 2 miles south of Oscar, Mike Alpha Yankee 600 feet.
There is a hill there. You know, it's got something on it. Like, I don't know what, some kind of patch of grass or something. It is next to a road. This road, I think, is the border, I decided yesterday. Anyway, we're avoiding that. We're staying in UAE. Heading back to the coast. Look at the colours here. Wow. We want 44 degrees for 646. On our way to Al Hamra, which was an airport. There was a bunch of airports just sitting on the coast that didn't seem to have towns near them. And when I could find what looked like a town, I couldn't find a name. So a couple of unknown destinations today. So be it. Oh, suddenly the wind. The wind has arrived. That'll do with the climbing. Let's get to level. Why did it jump from... Oh, now it's jumping from... There's just 5's just getting skipped. 4's getting skipped. There we go. 4. 92%. See how that goes. Emirates Centre, huh? Oh no, the children are going to take over. The zombies have gotten too close. Oh, now you sound like a robot. My co-pilot sounds like a little girl. ATC sounds like a robot. Well, that'll make things interesting. Let's actually head back to the line, which is over to our left here right now. Just for thoroughness' sake. There you go, way too many ths in that sentence. Thoroughness' sake. For the sake of thoroughness. You know what I'm trying to say. Fairly detailed aerial photography, probably satellite photography. Just yeet, no more resolution. No, the trees aren't showing up. Just looks like the surface of the moon. Speaking of which, what are these? That definitely looks like the surface of the moon. What are they, meteorite impacts? I don't think they are. They're probably man-made. There's something. Why? Why are there little half circles there? What are they doing there? What is that all about? What's it for? wonder why the algorithm has put these tiny little houses here. What was on the picture that made it think it was a house? Was there just a patch of dirt that sort of looked like a house, or what? Or was maybe a truck was in that position? Who knows? Anyway, the algorithm's doing something weird. I was going to go on this leg inland, but you know what? I don't think there would have been much to see. Certainly there were no towns or anything, but there is. Well, you can't see it, but from the area there is a town over here somewhere that is at the base of this kind of weird sand dune arrangement that is completely visible from space, basically. I just don't know what that is. I wonder what that's all about. And then the very top of it is, it almost looks like the Nile Delta, but sort of in reverse into the desert and not lush or anything. I've completely gone past the line. Focus, Chaz, focus. Well, we'll never find this airport at Alhambra. Although, I think that might be it there. It's here somewhere. I don't think it's in the water. Another change of photography. Not much better. Pretty much the same, really. Alright, so that's not the airport, it seems. It's just a road. He's just a very naughty boy. A little dock at the end of that road, I guess. Not much else. Maybe a couple of little houses on the point here. Actually, this airport must be part of whatever's going on up here. This they've carved out some square pools of water, and I don't know what's going on with these lines into the sea here, whether that's just some kind of stitching problem of the photos or algorithm or something. Something's going weird. Maybe there are big oil pipelines out to an oil rig. More strange little, I don't know, like, it doesn't look particularly natural to me. It looks like this was an maybe even an ex-farm or something, but it's just totally gone now. But what are all of these markings? There's another one. I mean, it's got roads and things, so it's definitely human stuff. Is that where they're... maybe that's where they're building more houses? Maybe that's where old houses used to be. Maybe it's ruins or something. Oh, okay, so this wasn't actually an airport. This was just... Alhambra was a town I found. Yeah, the next one's an airport. Yeah, there you go. These things are real. So there's just big pipelines, or... is that a giant sea break? This must be a oil, petrol processing, digging kind of area or something. Not much to it. Mainly what looks like business buildings rather than accommodation or anything. Maybe this is a little bit more residential. Anyway, Purple Arrow's happy, so let's go 61 degrees for 5:27 to Jebel Dana. That's the airport. Sea brakes. They're sea brakes to make a little harbour. And by little I mean gigantic harbour. I guess big oil tankers must come into here. I don't know, but there's no dock though. I mean, there's a bit of it. I guess that would be a dock. That looks more like a beach. Don't know. Don't know how it works. Don't know what's going on. Don't know why. Don't know anything. But we'll look at it anyway. And enjoy it. For what it is. They've even got a football field. Yeah, okay. So here's the residential section for whatever this is in business of. Petrol, no doubt. Cool. Cool. Another little circular area. Probably the main office or something. Interesting. So, anything to see out there? Well, there's a little island out there, not too far away, but hey. There's another one over here as well. Islands everywhere in the Persian Gulf. Look at this Al Hamra town, business, whatever it is. Conglomeration of human activity. Now I'm aware we're not exactly going towards Australia right now. I mean, we're heading eastish. East is the right direction, but we're sort of sacrificing our southerly trajectory. But that's because I want to go up through Abu Dhabi, Dubai, cross over into whatever's on the other side of that bit of water. I think it's Iran or Iraq, maybe. And then follow the coast down that way through basically, I guess, Pakistan and Bangladesh and India. No, India, but then Bangladesh. So we'll be heading south soon enough, but I want to have a look at obviously Dubai and Abu Dhabi and all of this UAE stuff first. While we're here, we might as well look at the sights, even if it takes us off our direct line to Sydney, Australia. We've got time. The zombies haven't arrived yet. They're probably still stuck back in Libya or so. They can move fast, but we can move faster. Got a bit of a town going on here. Don't think it's the airport yet. Maybe just beyond the town is the airport. I do see something that might be a runway over here. Possibly. That could just be a water channel. Not sure. How far have we been going? We've been through 3:30 of 5:30, so yeah, another 2 minutes. That's probably the airport then. Or the runway at least. Let's see what's going on here. Another petrol oil dock or something, I reckon. We've dug out a little channel here that has extremely strangely coloured water. What's going on there? Now this is being built. I don't think it's finished yet. I've got a few houses down in the bottom corner, but the rest of it not ready yet. Still in process of being... It was a runway. I was right. And here we've got the little town that's part of it. Not much to it, is there? It's actually not a town at all. It's a, it's a compound, a business, industrial, doing stuff. Getting the stuff done. Alright, so this is Jebel Dana. Well, the airport was named Jebel Dana, so I assume the town is as well. Well, the business, it's not even a town. This is for all the fly-in, fly-out workers, I suppose. Let's service that operation. Alright, purple line, yes, you're happy. So now we want 51 degrees for 3 minutes 43. And yeah, I couldn't find anything over here, especially anything named. So I think I just picked this water here, or this peninsula. And I named it Unknown, but I forgot to put one of the ends, so it's actually Uncone. Uncone. So there you go. I've named this area. You're welcome. Oh, we've got it. Oh, actually got a bunch of. Holy shit! Missed all of that. Look at them all. All these little beach-sized towns, houses. Living the good life by the sea. I like to be by the sea. What's going on here? What's going on here? It's like they've dug holes and things and trenches. Some kind of military base, maybe. In case of attack by the Germans. No, we've definitely got a bunch of docks here. Don't know why this place that I have now called Unknown, Uncone, my apologies, didn't. Oh, none of them. None of the towns had any name on the map. So I'm sure I could have looked it up on Google. That seems to be more accurate, at least having names. Whatever they're using, Bing Maps for the main menu, for the choosing of the waypoints, doesn't always show you names. Asobo, get onto it. And again, add a map in game, a Bing Maps in game, so that I can look this stuff up as we go. Yeah, well, look here. This is oil works. Got big cylinders for storing gas and oil. Big docks ready to take on, I guess, ships and things. Will be a refinery where it's all getting refined. You know, I've missed a thing. So actually, that last airport was Jebel Dana. No, it was Al Hamra. This is Jebel Dana. So this is not Unknown at all. Unknown was further on. That's why I thought I looked quite what I picked. There we go. This is actually an airport I found here for this whole refinery peninsula. And it's Jebel Dana. I didn't write down an initial whatever that first little town was we went to. That I was saying was Al Hamra. No, it wasn't. It was the airport that was Al Hamra. Look. Is it a mess? Yes. Does it matter? No. We're going to fly over the... This is OMAJ. The OMAJ. Oh, it's got X's on it, so can we not land there? Not that I was going to, but... Perhaps we can't land it there. I don't want to talk to them and try to land, because that will ruin my... my radio. It basically ends the game if you do that. You can't go back and talk to another airport if you've already talked to an airport. Is this a resort? A resort for the workers of this area? Yes, possibly. Alright, we want 101 for 10:36. We're going to go along the coast though and have a look at all of this stuff that had no name. And now we're on our way to Uncone, which was just a random point that I selected. I think there was some kind of water near a peninsula. These are all resorts. We found one of the party coasts of Abu Dhabi. Well, of UAE, the Abu Dhabi section. Plenty of towns here. Didn't see any of this on the map at all, I don't think. Well, we're gonna go have a look at it anyway. Their big sea breaks there are just, you know, insane. Hello there. You are more oil refinery and production and storage, I see. Not a town at all. See, maybe over there people are living. But here it's all business. Why let the people have the nice views onto the sea when the oil business can take it all? The people can go live out in the desert. What's going on with the wind? Now it's behind us. Right, okay. Right, okay. If you say though, so if you say so, the S's just aren't rolling off the tongue today. I'm just going to slow my words, I think now. It's just easier. Alright, yeah. All the business is here. All the housing is over there, it looks like. I wonder if that's the top of the... There's like a really long channel of what looked like farmland that then, like I said, there was this big curve and then all of it was sand dunes behind it. I don't know, it's almost like some kind of geological feature, but, and there must be water there because at the tip of it was farms for a huge strip of a huge strip. A long distance, so interesting. Don't know what's happened here. That's just the algorithm looking at brown dirt deciding it's a building, I think. Oh, what's happened there? Someone's cut out part of the map. There was an island there, but no longer. No one will ever know it wasn't there by the shape of what's left behind. Okay. Fair enough. There's the giant block of granite that has just fallen onto the landscape there, courtesy of the algorithm. Really don't know what's going on there with that patch of missing island, I think. Redacted, apparently. Follow the road for a bit. There's not much over on the coast to look at, just sand. The world's largest beach. All sorts of little things around here, little patches of possible farmland, and there's maybe a town there. You know, a distinct lack of camel racing tracks, I have to say. We saw one yesterday, but that was in Saudi Arabia, I think. Or were we already in UAE? I do not recall. That was yesterday. And today is today. Never the twain shall meet. Of course you need an incredibly large interchange here for the two highways. You know, adding a good 5 minutes to your trip if you're changing highways. Oh, here's a bit of farmland that's kind of weird. What's going on there? Yeah, look at this. It's like a painting. An abstract modern painting. A Picasso, perhaps. United Arab Emirates, brought to you by Picasso. Little compound here, maybe, you know, some kind of farm, perhaps, some kind of ranch of some sort. Certainly something the algorithm has had absolutely no success in reproducing. I'm pretty sure the buildings certainly don't look like that, but anyway. I'm not going to complain. I like it when the algorithm does weird things. Keeps it fresh, keeps it interesting. This is not a little town. It's just a bunch of grass and trees and things. Must be an underwater lake or something. Underground, I mean. Yes, this lake is underwater. It's an underwater lake. In an underwater garden in a lake. Another little, I don't know, farming area there. I don't know what's going on. I can't make head or tail of some of this stuff. How are we doing? We've done 7 minutes. We've got 3 minutes to go. I think it was just here that I picked, you know, a bit of a peninsula, a bit of some water. Wasn't sure if it was man-made or just a natural lagoon. I mean, there is a seawall here. Anyway, we're back on the line, so let's get back to our 101 and follow the road as well, in case of interesting things to look at. How have I ended up at 4,000 feet? I was struggling to stay at 2,800 and I haven't touched nothing. And suddenly I'm up here. Oh, that's way too high. I want to see what's going on down here. I want to see what's going on. We've got roads. We've got this looks awfully like. Oh, that's actually the road. It's probably a train line as well. I think this one must be a train line. The old train line. So yeah, this doesn't look entirely natural to me. And in fact, there's like little docky things in there as well. How would you even get there? Through here, through this channel, and then duck in there? What? Wait, what? What is this place? We are going to have to go have a look. Is it something they're building? Are they going to build basically a city here? And they're already getting all the little, whatever this is. It's just docking areas for people to have their sailboats or something. There we go. We're back to a reasonable height here. Strange is what this is. Is this just really low res? Well, they must be, but this must be like construction area. It's just, you know, they've leveled the ground a bit. They must be building something here. To be continued. watch this space. I mean, they do that around here. Dubai, 20 years ago, although it might be, yeah, I think it's still only 20 years ago, it was just nothing. It was just desert. And then now looks like something out of a science fiction movie. And they did all that in the space of like 20 years. You know, here's the point I picked. A little farm that's off the road. More olive trees, it looks like. And then that road follows all the way to, well, the new construction. Interesting. Fascinating. Fascinating, Jim. Let's go 86 degrees for 6 minutes and 3 seconds to unknown town. So yeah, that was Uncown. My misspelled unknown. So that's going to be the name of it. The Uncown facility. The city of Uncown. Absolutely carving up everything over here. Awesome, 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 strange, weird, fantastic, all at once. Look at this. I mean, they've just carved out all of this and this spider web of sea breaks and things. What's it all for? There's nothing here yet. They're planning a megacity. Another megacity. I reckon. But alas, the zombie apocalypse put paid to those plans. Incredible, the colours, you know, what's going on here? Is that a bit of water that's up on top of a hill? Is it, we've got a hill here that's surrounded by walls, and this doesn't look like a hill. This is something that's been redacted again, I think. This is that weird texture that the algorithm puts in when it doesn't know what to put in, I think. Otherwise, why would this rock, this hill in the middle of nowhere, have walls around it? Strange. Something off the highway here? Or is this the rail line? No, I think it's the road. I'm sure the rail line's over here. That's a road. That looks like a road. Maybe that's a railway line as well. It very much looks like a rail yard or a train station. Wind's blowing me around all of a sudden. Got to be the rail line. Got to be the rail line. I think the algorithm's turning it into a road, putting cars on it. Although I can't see any now. I'm sure I saw cars on this one before. I think this is more likely a rail line. If you want my humble opinion, which I'm sure you don't. But you know, maybe it is a road. Can't decide. Can't decide. I could go have a closer look, but I'm not gonna. We've got to get going here. To unknown town. Down here somewhere. Which we should arrive at in about 3 minutes. Must be this one here. Although I thought I picked something on the coast, but anyway. It's not too far from the coast. We've got a town here as well. Very spread out. People like their privacy here. Love to see it. Oh, game. Please, no stutters, thank you. Well, stutter away if it stops you from crashing, that would be fine. Just no crashes would be good. For this, I have labelled Unknown Town. Kind of a weird layout, really. You've got this whole section here, and then a little strip there, and then a bunch over on the water as well. How strange! How terribly strange! Not really a football field. Something else. It's something else. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. It's green grass though, so probably some kind of sport. There we go. Custom points showing up now. Over Unknown Town. There we go. So now we want 70 degrees for 7 minutes 25, which should take us to the airport. One of many airports. It was actually, there's an airport on this island, I think it was, I picked. And it's obviously Abu Dhabi a little bit further on. It just would have made this trip a little bit too long, and I want to spend tomorrow doing a bit of looking around Abu Dhabi rather than at the end of the trip. Right? Better arrive at the outskirts of Abu Dhabi, ready to be fresh to have a look at everything tomorrow. Yeah, and then Dubai is not far away either, so we'll see if we just spend some time looking around tomorrow in Abu Dhabi, or we do both. We'll see. Anyway, we're going to zip over the water here. Have a look at this farm here full of olive trees or something. Looks like, you know, patchwork sewing stuff. I don't know what you call that. Where you've got that thick weaved material cloth that you put the needle through and you make little patterns. That's what that looks like. There's a name for it. I can't think of what it is. Whole lot of nothing out that way. There doesn't seem to be much on this island either, although there's something going on here. Doesn't even look like the island's rendered in properly. It can't possibly be that flat. It'd be underwater if it was that flat, surely. There doesn't seem to be much topographical data here in UAE is what I'm getting at, what I'm thinking of. The same with Qatar. I mean, okay, maybe it is that flat, but then maybe they just don't have the terrain data in the simulation, so it just puts it in as mostly flat when it's probably quite hilly. Who knows? Maybe it's flat. You'd actually have to go there, because if Bing doesn't have the topographical data, then probably Google doesn't either. So if I went to Google Earth or something and looked at it, and it would probably be just as flat, but that doesn't mean it's correct. Actually, the end of this island is a right angle. That can't be real. This must be partly man-made or something. A bit of a little town on the point there. Bit of a something anyway. How are we doing? So we've done 3.5 minutes of 7.5 minutes, another 4 minutes. We should be able to see this runway already. It's here somewhere, surely. And it looks like they want me to possibly land on 358. 3.5 runway, maybe? Let's see if we can talk to it. Where are you? OMAI, it's calling itself Abu Dhabi Airport, but I don't think it is. Maybe it's its old airport or something. No, yeah, select runways. So, runway 31. How's our wind looking? The wind is behind us. Or runway 13. I think we better do 31. That'd be the correct into the wind.
Oscar Mike Alpha India traffic Chas Rover, Zulu Alpha 1110 miles, west 2,900 feet, inbound to land runway 31.
Good. I hope you all heard that. I hope you understand. I'm coming into land. I can't find the runway, but that must be it there. Okay, okay. So we're going to want to come around over here a bit to get to 3-1. I wonder what's going on down here. They've planted a bunch of trees around a circular other bunch of trees with a couple of, I don't know, that's some kind of virgin sacrificing place or something. Or it could just be something agricultural. Why not both? I'm sure they've tried to pray for rain in this part of the world for 10,000 years. "10,000 years of no rain." Although I'm sure it rains, just not as much as it should or could, or not as much as people would want it to, I suppose is the best way of putting it. It rains precisely about as much as it rains. It's not, there's no coulds or shoulds about it. Going on here, we've got a little pool off the sea, a little greenery area with no sign of any buildings, but hey, there must be buildings there somewhere. Don't know what that is, just can't figure it out. There's the airport, we're nearly there. And then tomorrow, Abu Dhabi itself is over here somewhere. I mean, it's a giant city, so you'd think you'd be able to see something of it already, but that will be for tomorrow. Today we'll just plonk our asses on this island. There's a bit of a town over there. We'll go see what's going on. We'll go warn them of the zombie apocalypse and get refueled and do it all again tomorrow. Alright, I think we can probably start pretending to lose some height and slow down a bit now. Perhaps even doing it for real rather than pretending. I don't know. You don't know. Who knows? No one knows. Get our flaps down. Get our wheels down. Get our trim back down. Or up. Trim up, down. One of them. One or the other. Say hello to this little dock here. Doing little docky kind of things. More power. I'm struggling to understand that we're at 2,000 feet here. It looks more like 500 feet, and yet there's no way. Let me just do our QNH here. That's all right. There's no way this isn't sea level. We're at the sea, so this runway pretty much has to be at 0, right? So something about this landscape is really messing with my sense of height. Are you telling me at 1,500? Are you telling me that this runway's actually up at 500 feet or something? I don't think so. Let's go to this view. Line ourselves up properly. Or not. Okay, no, it's just something about this. We're definitely going to be landing at 0 altitude, so there's something about the flatness of it all that makes me think we're a lot lower than we are. Alright, looking good. Looking good. Let's land it. Let's go. Welcome to airport that is just no name in Abu Dhabi. Yeet. Come on, float her down. Float her down. Come on, plane. What's going on? There we go. There we go. Well, there's no ATC to annoy us here, so I'll just say I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.